Hello, everybody. Welcome to IDEA Talks. My name is Anastasia Lavrina, and today we have a special guest from Pakistan, Khalid Teymur Akram, Executive Director of Pakistan Research Center for a Community with Shared Future. Hello, and welcome to our program.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for finding the time. So, as a result of the successful completion of anti-terror measures, Azerbaijan regained its sovereignty. What's your opinion on the ongoing situation? I know you several times had a chance to visit different cities in the Karabakh region of Azerbaijan. So, tell us your vision of the situation.
Yes, thank you very much. I consider that these days are very, very important, not only for Azerbaijan, but also for the world, because we are seeing very historic times and very historic geopolitical situation. I have been visiting Azerbaijan and especially Karabakh region since 2020, ever since the war finished. I visited Argadam, and then I visited Susha, Fazuli, and many other places. And literally, I was very much amazed that in last 30 years, Armenia had totally destroyed that area. And during my first visit to Argadam back in 2020, immediately after the war, we even could not find even any bird or animal in that area. They were so cruel that they had killed even birds and dogs and the animals in that area. In last 2 years, I have been very closely following the happenings in Karabakh region, and we saw that Armenians, their government, their people, they never abided by to any international agreement, whether the agreement is done through European Union, whether the agreement is done bilaterally with Azerbaijan or through Russians. We have seen them that they have not abided by with any sort of agreement. But over here, I must congratulate and I must commend your president, His Excellency Aliyev Aliyev, who showed a lot of patience, lot of diplomacy, and it is because of his great leadership that today Azerbaijan is seeing this great day where the Armenians have finally taken back all their troops. And especially I must mention about the last 1 week in which we saw very intense situation between Azerbaijan and Armenia. And believe me, this situation could have turned into war also. But we saw President Aliyev, his diplomacy and his wisdom that this situation is diffused now, and now Azerbaijan and is on the victorious path, and Azerbaijan has proved to the world that Azerbaijani people and Azerbaijan government, everybody was right, and it was the Armenians which were on the wrong path. And now I hope the European Union and especially our friends in France will also understand this.
Yes, you already partially answered my second question. The history was made within just 24 hours. We were waiting for this for about 30 years, and within 24 hours, Azerbaijan achieved this goal. What does it say about also?
Yes, this is a lesson for the world also, that how a country can regain its sovereignty, how a country should defend itself, and how diplomatically a country should play. I think this will go a long way in the history, and through your program, I would like to call upon the international community, especially United Nations and European Union, to at least consider President Aliyev for the Nobel Prize, because he is, through his leadership, he has shown to the world that how a war can be avoided and how a diplomatic pressure can be developed. I must say that in last few days, the Armenian forces and the Armenian rebels, they try to create a situation like warlike situation, they killed few of the Azerbaijani soldiers also, probably 7 soldiers, they were martyred also. But even then, the wisdom of your president has prevailed, and today Azerbaijan has proved to the world that they were right and the victory is theirs. So again, through your program, I would like to call upon the international community, especially United Nations and the European Union, that for the next Nobel Peace Prize, we must recommend and we must stand for President Aliyev Aliyev, that he should be given the Nobel Peace Prize for bringing peace in the region, for showing to the world that how a war can be avoided, and for taking back the occupied region of Karabakh.
Khalid, how the ongoing situation will change the situation in the region as well? If there is a peace established between Armenia and Azerbaijan, I guess it will have consequences for the bordering, neighboring, and other countries as well.
Yes, again, a very important question, because in last 3-4 months, we have seen new kind of cooperation being developed between India and Armenia, in which India had started providing very lethal weapons and missiles to Armenia. And we have seen that how a destabilizing situation was being created by Armenia. If this issue is resolved, I think it will be very, very good, and all the neighboring countries, including Pakistan and China, everybody will be happy, because Azerbaijan is a very important country strategically for all of us. The transport corridor project, which is started by your government and your president, is very, very important. From Pakistan perspective, I would say that our trade with Azerbaijan is increasing day by day. The land route is already opened through Iran. The trucks are going to Azerbaijan. And if this issue is permanently resolved, I think the dream of connecting the Eurasian region will get complete. As you know, that for us living in Pakistan, Azerbaijan has a very historic value. If you go out in Baku, you would find Multan Sarai. Multan is a city in Pakistan, and back in 12th, 13th, 14th century, people from this part of the world used to go to Azerbaijan till Baku, and in Baku it was a big trade house where the traders from east and west used to come together, and they used to do barter trade, and they used to do trade. So I think once this issue is resolved, Azerbaijan will gain its status as the meeting point of the East and West. And this will be good for Europe also. It will be good for the Asian countries also. And especially from the Pakistan perspective, it will be very good for us also, because because now the CPAC is being completed in Pakistan, and the Central Asian countries are already connected with Pakistan through the land route, and with the Azerbaijani connection, the goods can now go from Pakistan to Central Asia and through Azerbaijan to Europe.
Let me ask you one more question. You said about some countries who sent the weapons to Armenia. You mentioned India, but we know about some other countries who had some intentions in their mind to support Armenia, and somehow that provoked the start of a third Karabakh war in the region of the South Caucasus. I mean, the France, for example, or some others. What do you think the situation which we see today between Armenia and Azerbaijan, and situation especially in the Karabakh region of Azerbaijan, will it affect the minds of those who had an intention to destabilize the situation in the region?
Yes, we have seen in last 2 years, the few of the countries started supporting Armenia. India, for example, if we see the India-Armenia relationship in past 30 years, they were not so strong. But all of a sudden, the Indian-Armenian nexus, it started. And as we know, that South Asia is already destabilized because of the actions of the Indian government. Now, from Pakistan side, we were thinking that India will try to destabilize the South Caucasus region. That's why they started supplying very lethal missiles. And in Europe, initially we saw Luxembourg giving all-out support to Armenia during the wartime. But after that, we saw the French government also siding with Armenia. Actually, I would say that the Western countries still cannot comprehend this thing that Azerbaijan can resolve this matter without any help. And because as a friend of Azerbaijan, because we in Pakistan feel very proud that Azerbaijan has won this war on their own. They did not seek any help from America. They did not seek any help from any country. So it is a great honor for a country to take back their area on their own. And I'm sure that many of the Western countries who think themselves as very developed and who thinks that without them nothing can be done in the world, they must be very, very disappointed to see this thing. So whatever actions few of the Western countries are taking, I think it is just out of frustration. And here again, I would congratulate your president, the president of Azerbaijan, the role which he has played, because I have been seeing his interviews to BBC and to the Western media. He was very, very vocal, and he told everybody that, look, we have won this war, we are fighting this war on our own and without any help or assistance from anybody, and it is a fact. And in Pakistan, we feel very proud of it. That is why we not only support all the actions, but Pakistan will keep on supporting all sorts of actions of Azerbaijan. And yesterday, the foreign ministry spokesperson of Pakistan also gave a statement that Pakistani people are with Azerbaijan. I represent the people of Pakistan, and I must say this thing on behalf of people of Pakistan, that we are very happy on the victory of Azerbaijan, and we feel that Azerbaijan will now progress more, and we wish Azerbaijani people and the government of Azerbaijan more victories in future. And the next victory of Azerbaijan will be in the shape of trade and in the shape of commerce, because your president is very visionary man. So in my view, his next victory in the region will be becoming a big trade house, not only for the region, but also for the world.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Khalid, for joining IZ Talks today and sharing with us your opinion. Thank you.
Thank you.